Zel Boy Army, or what is going on? It is your boy Zelonius, my beautiful, spicy friend back here, Mr. Ainsley Harrott. We're here today with another banger of a video for you. We're looking at the best formations and custom tactics in FIFA 20. It's going to be a whole host of different formations with tactics, player instructions that I recommend. I've tried all these out. I've experimented with lots of different formations. These are the best ones in the game that I think will get you the best results. Make sure you stick around to the end so you can see all the different ones. You can find out which one's probably for you. I'm going to talk about each formation and how they play in game, and it will give you an idea of what one you should probably use. Really appreciate the support lately on the videos, boys. The likes, the comments, they really mean a lot. They let me know that you're enjoying the content, and I appreciate it so much. We're moving from a video every weekday to a video every day. The grind is just going to get more, the videos are going to get bigger and better. I appreciate the support so much, boys. I'm looking forward to growing the channel even more. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, so if you're watching this and you like educational FIFA videos that help you get better at the game, tips and tricks, tutorials, tactics, player advice, this is the channel for you. I would really love it if you subscribe to the channel, because we're so close to 10,000 subscribers, which would be a great milestone on the channel. Appreciate the support so much, boys. Really do love the Zel Boy Army. Thank you for supporting me. Let's have a great video. Okay, one thing you need to consider when it comes to picking your formations: what untradables do you have in your club? What do you have to work with? I try not have too many untradables that I'm not going to be able to use, because I find if you have too many untradables, it just ends up forcing you to making teams that don't work. But that's something to consider. I don't have too many, so it doesn't limit me too much, but you need to think about that. This is my team right now. Birthday, Saint Maxim and Sissoko, unreal by the way. I absolutely love these cards so far. I'm 20-0 in Weekend League. I will probably be streaming around the time this video goes live, so make sure you come tune in and hopefully help cheer me on to a 30-0. If you've not watched my streams before, link in the description below. I stream every single day. It's a good way to get more access to me, ask me more questions that you've been dying to ask me. You can watch my live gameplay, but you get to interact with me a bit more. Okay, no, not squad builder, custom tactics. We also hit 1,000 wins yesterday, which was pretty nice. I'll start the video with the 3 formations that I actually use, the tactics I use. A lot of people say, Zel, show us all the tactics you use, so I'll quickly go through them. The 4-2-3-1. This for me is the pinnacle of FIFA formations. For the last few FIFAs, it's just been the dominant formation because it's so good and balanced in every way. If a formation video doesn't have the 4-2-3-1 in it, it's wrong. It is without doubt one of the, if not the best formations on FIFA. It's got the solid back 4, which is really nice. It's got 2 CDMs which protect the defence, which I find CDMs are just a lot better than centre mids for protecting the defence. And then you get the 4 attackers, 3 cams. The 2 outside cams still give width. You have the middle cam who links up the CDMs and the attack. And then you obviously have a striker. But every formation has a striker. The attacking patterns that you get in the front 4 in this formation are really nice. You have to be a bit more patient in this formation. Ideally, I like 2 striker formations more. But on this FIFA, patience is king. Having the 2 CDMs and the 4 attacker, it just creates a lot of good passing options. You have to be more patient with this one, but you can create some really nice goals in this formation. This is the tactic I use for it. I don't recommend drop back for most of the game because it just really hurts your ability to press. And I find with free width, free depth, it almost recreates overload ball side, but without the loss of stamina that they introduced in a recent patch. I don't think you need to increase the width because you already have lots of width with the outside cams, and I don't want the players in box to be too high because if I do that, you get counter-attacked too easily. A key thing to note in this formation, and it's key in general anyway, but 5-star weak-footed attack is so big on this game. It just gives you so many more attacking options. It makes you so much less predictable in attack. But in the 4-2-3-1, you need 5-star weak foot. Need 5-star weak foot in the cam and striker position. It's not quite as vital out wide. Out wide, you just want fast players who can dribble and quite strong. Neymar doesn't fit the mold, but his 5-star weak foot is excellent dribbling. and being very fast are still very useful there. But in the middle of the pitch, the cam and striker, 5-star weak foot are just vital. If you have 4-star weak foot, it just really hinders your attack. 3-star weak foot even worse. It's just so predictable. The 5-star weak foot, if you watch any of my gameplay, watch any of my attacking tutorial videos, the 5-star weak foot, it just makes you so much harder to defend. Completely changes the attack, so you need that in the team. The tactics, instructions for this, we've seen the tactics, the instructions I use for this. Stay central, stay forward on the striker. I want him to stay central so he's like the focus, the pinpoint of the team in the middle. Stay forward because even if you come back on defence, strikers can't anymore, they patched that. Come back on defence and all the cams because as sweaty as it is, it just makes your defence so much better and you can still counter attack. It doesn't really seem to affect stamina much. I leave the runs on default because I find when I change them they just weren't as good. This is a key part of my 4-2-3-1 that a lot of people have tried and they loved, even though they was a bit apprehensive about it first. Balanced attack. You can see how there's supportive runs. Don't put stay back while attacking. Use balanced attack. Because when you have balanced attack, it just gives you more attacking options, which allows you to break people down. On this game, it's so hard to break people down consistently that having 2 CDMs on balanced attack, it just gives you more attacking options, but doesn't hurt you that much defensively. It gives the opponent a lot more to think about when they're defending, and it gives you so many more attacking options. So I really love it. I'd highly recommend that. And then cut passing lanes, cover centre on the CDMs. That, it just keeps them in the middle of the pitch, keeps that. Most of the danger on this game comes from around the box. So if you have your CDMs patrolling the edge of the box, covering that, that is the best way to defend on the game. So one of the reasons this formation is so good is the 2 CDMs are brilliant for that. Then stay back while attacking on the full-backs and centre backs. You will still use the fullbacks quite a bit in attack, but you don't want them pushing up too far forward because you need to not be too prone to getting counter attacked. Brilliant formation. It's what I use most of the time in game. The 4-2-3-1-2 second variation is our next formation that I recommend. It's very similar to the 4-2-3-1 that we just looked at, but instead of a lamb and a ram, you have a left mid and a right mid. This is not the formation I'd recommend to start and play most of the game in, but it is a fantastic formation to see out a lead in. The 2 formations that I'd recommend for that are either the 4-3-3 false 9, really good formation, but I tend to stick to the 4-2-3-1-2 because I'm so used to using a similar formation that I find it's just easier to play with this. Don't start the game with this because the left mid and right mid aren't as good in attack, so it will hurt your attack. But it's better for keeping the ball than the 4-2-3-1 normal because the left mid and right mid just sit wider and give you more space to pass across the pitch. I use drop back in this one because it really makes it harder for your opponent to break you down and counter attack against you. You won't be able to press very well in this formation, but I'm only using this formation when I'm a few goals up and I'm just trying to see out a game. I don't recommend possession ever, to be honest. Possession is really bad for the most part, except for in this situation where you're seeing out a game. It just makes it easier to find options because the players will look just for safe passes. When people are going team press, all out, attack against you, possession's really nice for just keeping the ball and seeing out a game. 10 width with that formation gives you so much space. You're using this to just keep the ball, frustrate your opponent. Very good formation at seeing out a game. I really recommend it. It's what I use to see out a game later on. Instructions, striker, I will actually put on getting behind on this. I use balanced on my normal one because I don't like getting behind in general, but when people are pressing you, you're going to get more chances to through ball them in behind, and it's nice, to be honest, to have that outlet to be able to quickly get them in behind if they're forcing you to get rid of the ball quick. Everyone else is on comeback on defence. I will actually put the CDMs on stay back while attacking this because they don't need to attack. I'm just trying to protect the lead. And then stay wide on the wingers because I want them to stay out wide so I've got more space to pass to. Okay, this is my all-out attack, get back in the game formation, the 4-4-2. The 4-4-2 is really good at getting back into the game because it's a balanced formation that covers every area of the pitch. It has left mid, right mid that can pin the fullbacks in, but it also has 2 strikers that you can pass between, and you can overload the defence with this formation. You can use this formation, by the way, to start a game. If you're starting a game in this formation, I would recommend balanced defensive style, 4 width, 4 depth, balanced defensive style, 7 width, because I'll when I get to the actual formation I'll explain it properly, but 7 width, 4 or 5 players in box, and then just stand on corners and free kicks. What this formation's really good at in attack, and it's weird, I don't really know why it does this, but it just does in this formation. It seems as the left mid and right mid, when you get them to attack more, they take the fullbacks out of the game. And what happens is, the 2 strikers get left with just the 2 centre-backs. And when they get left with just the 2 centre-backs, it makes it so much harder for your opponent to defend if you can get past their midfield. So many people use the 4-2-3-1 and the 2 CDMs to defend, that once you get past them, if you've got 2 strikers against 2 centre-backs, because the left mid and right mid are occupying the fullbacks, it's going to be very hard to defend against you. I recommend, generally, having playing the 4-2-3-1 because it's just a more balanced all-round formation. But this would be the second formation I'd probably recommend to start games in. It's a brilliant formation, very well balanced. It's a lot easier to press in this than most of the other formations. But I use it as my tactic to get back into the game because it's good at attacking, but it covers every area of the pitch and it's very hard to keep the ball against. Constant pressure, 10 width, 10 depth, get in your opponent's face. I don't like fast build-up in general, but when I'm trying to get back into the game, it's good because I'll win the ball quick with team press and quickly just get forward, get in the opponent's face. Lots of width, players in the box, bombard them. Everyone's on stay forward, stay central, getting behind. Everyone's just trying to attack. You don't put the centre-backs on during the attack because then you literally have no one back. Very good formation. Really like that. I don't like it as my starting formation, but lots of pros do. If you prefer a slightly more attacking formation with the 2 strikers, then you can use that instead of the 4-2-3-1. I think this formation's back a little bit more now. We'll go to I don't use my attacking slot. I only really have 3 formations that I go to. The 4-1-2-1-2. I've seen FIFA Analyst, who, if you don't know him, by the way, check out his YouTube channel, brilliant YouTuber, good friends with him. He's been using this quite a bit lately, and it seems quite fun how he uses it. I think it seems a pretty good formation again. It used to be really bad on the game because you need width on this game. I still wouldn't recommend it because I just don't think it's as balanced on this game as the 4-2-3-1. But if you want a fun attacking formation with some nice attacking patterns, lots of quick triangles in the midfield, this one's a really good one. I would recommend 3 width, 3 depth. I'd say 7 width on this because you need a bit more natural width when it's a very narrow formation. 6 players in box. I'd put the strikes on stay central, stay forward. Probably put the cam on, come back on defence. I'd leave the centre mids on cover centre. I'd put the CDM in this one on stay back because you've got so many options anyway. This formation is one of the few ones I'd recommend it. You want the fullbacks on balanced attack. You need width on FIFA to attack on this game. And this is one of the reasons this formation can be a bit of an issue. When you have the fullbacks on balance, which you need for the overlap, and you need them to provide that attacking width, it's just easier to get counter-attacked on, and that's why I don't generally recommend it. If you want a more fun attacking formation, I'd recommend this, but for the best results, I generally would say 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2. This formation is good because you've got the triangle in the middle of the cam and 2 strikers, which you can do quick passes around, can disorientate your opponent. If you're very good at quick passing and tricks around the box, this is a really good formation to break your opponents down. And then you'll still have the centre mids getting forward, who'll give you lots of attacking options. But you still got CDM in the middle to protect your defence. You just need to make sure you have cover centre on the centre mids, so you can still have that midfield to protect the edge of the box. Probably my favourite formation on this game, but when I say favourite, it's not the one I'd recommend to use. I just really enjoy how this formation plays, is the 3-5-2. On this, I would have 5 width, 3 depth. You don't need to have very high width on the attack because it's got a lot of natural width anyway. And probably 4 players in box because it's very attacking as it is. We'll go 5. The reason I want more width on this formation defensively is because the centre-backs, if you don't, sit so narrow that you just get done down the wings consistently because you don't have full-backs. It has that cam and 2 strikers that are really nice to attack with, but it also has a left mid and a right mid that bomb forward. The left mid and right mid can take out the full-backs, and then you can have 3 men in the middle. This is a brilliant attacking formation. It's got so many nice attacking patterns. You can do 1-2s with the cam and 2 strikers. The left mid and right mid will potentially get in when a lot of the opponents, they'll try to defend the middle because that's where most of the danger is on this game. But when you've got 3 options there, they have so much to think about that the left mid and right mid overlap, and then you can play them in on goal. It is a brilliant attacking formation, and probably for me the funnest formation I've used this year. If you want a really good attacking, quick play formation, this is the one. But defensively, it's just not as good, and that's the reason I've not stuck with it as my main formation, because you don't have fullbacks, and a lot of people use the wings to sweat down the wings, counter-attack you down there, and this formation's quite weak in that area. You need quick centre-backs in this formation if you want to work it. The CDMs can protect the middle. It's good at protecting the middle of the box, and it's very hard to break down once you get set up in defence. It's just very easy to counter-attack. I have stay central, stay forward on the attackers, come back on defence on the wingers and the cam, stay wide, getting behind on the wingers, cover centre, cut passing lanes with the CDMs. It just gives you so many attacking options when you leave them on balanced attack that it's so hard to defend against this formation. And then obviously stay back on the centre backs. I love that formation. You just have to be really careful with it. So boys, the formations we looked at, 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2 are the 2 that I recommend starting the game with. 4-2-3-1 second variation or 4-3-3-5 variation with the false 9 are the 2 formations I recommend for seeing out a game. 4-4-2 or 3-5-2 are probably the 2 I'd recommend to go all out attacking if you need to chase the game. And then we also said the 4-1-2-1-2 is a pretty good fun attacking formation. But my general 2 I recommend that I think are the best, the 4-2-3-1, the 4-4-2. Hope you've enjoyed this video, boys. I've got more formation videos I've done where I more specifically look at certain formations and show gameplay of how I use them. Appreciate all the support of the channel lately. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a spicy one. Good evening.